Hello, I'm Laura Elly Hudson, joining you today from La Grande, Oregon. And this is a special journal jumpstart that I'm offering today in honor of my father. This is December 26th, and it's his birthday. And he passed away in 2016, and I like to find a way to honor him on his birthday. This year, my inspiration was to offer a journal jumpstart on a poem that I vividly remember him reading to us as a family one year at around Christmas, I believe, and we all found it pretty funny and laughed a lot at this poem. And so I decided that would be a fun poem for a journal jumpstart today. So, I am a spiritual director, story coach, pastor, writer, and founder of Resilient Spirit. And I believe that your story is sacred. I support creatives, healers, leaders, and change makers to connect to sacred mystery, tell their stories, and complete their life goals. And one of those ways that I do that is by offering things like this Journal Jumpstart, where you can connect with your story in a powerful way to support your connection with God, with other people, and with the earth. So, without further ado, let me talk about the Journal Jumpstart. This is a time to pause, calm yourself, connect into your body, mind, and spirit, and write to express your authentic voice. So, let us go ahead and get started. We're going to meditate or just do some breathing and centering for about 5 minutes. And then I will read the poem and offer you a few prompts and have a total of around 15 minutes. The writing time will be about 10 minutes, and we'll close at the end of that. So let us begin. We'll start by taking some deep breaths, maybe rolling our shoulders, whatever helps you to find your feet and get centered in the space that you're in, being aware of what's around you, the quality of the air, any sounds that you can hear. And as you let yourself become aware of all of those things, you're being aware of your body and how your body feels right now. And let yourself become aware of your breath. And whatever is happening with your breath right now, let it be what it is. No need to change it. Just allow your attention to follow the inhale and the exhale. And you might notice that your breath changes as you bring attention to it. And maybe you'll be able to slow it down, especially the exhale. But if not, just allow yourself to notice what you notice without judgment as you pay attention to your breath. And when your thoughts stray or you let yourself tell stories to yourself, just bring your mind back to following the breath, inhaling and exhaling, letting yourself be exactly who and what you are today. Noticing what you notice without judgment. Just watching the breath. And you might notice your belly becoming softer. You might notice your feet as they connect with the earth through the ground beneath you. You might let that breath help you release any tension, any unnecessary tension, so that you can settle into this now that the breath brings you back to, the present unfolding as it is right now. And as we close this portion of our practice, I invite you to breathe in and exhale more um, intentionally. Breathe in, filling your belly, letting your diaphragm expand, filling your chest, holding it just a moment at the top, and then letting it all out in a big whoosh. And when you are ready, open your eyes, find your writing materials, and listen to this poem, which comes to us from the poet Billy Collins. And this book, The Trouble with Poetry. Billy Collins was one of my dad's favorite poets. And the poem that I'm reading you today is called The Lanyard. The other day, as I was ricocheting slowly off the pale blue room walls of this room, bouncing from typewriter to piano, from bookshelf to an envelope lying on the floor, I found myself in the L section of the dictionary, where my eyes fell upon the word lanyard. No cookie nibbled by a French novelist could send one more suddenly into the past, a past where I sat at a workbench, at a camp, by a deep Adirondack lake, learning how to braid thin plastic straps into a lanyard, a gift for my mother. I had never seen anyone use a lanyard or wear one, if that's what you did with them. But that did not keep me from crossing strand over strand again and again until I had made a boxy red and white lanyard for my mother. She gave me life and milk from her breasts, and I gave her a lanyard. She nursed me in many a sick room, lifted teaspoons of medicine to my lips, set cold face cloths on my forehead, then led me out into the airy light and taught me to walk and swim. And I, in turn, presented her with a lanyard. Here are thousands of meals, she said, and here is clothing and a good education. And here is your lanyard, I replied, which I made with a little help from a counselor. Here is a breathing body and a beating heart, strong legs, bones, and teeth, and two clear eyes to read the world, she whispered. And here, I said, is the lanyard I made at camp. And here I wish to say to her now is a smaller gift, not the archaic truth that you can never repay your mother, but the rueful admission that when she took the two-tone lanyard from my hands, I was as sure as a boy could be that this useless, worthless thing I wove out of boredom would be enough to make us even. So that's Billy Collins with The Lanyard. And my invitation to you in these moments for you to write is to choose an object in your space and write the story that it tells. That's kind of a broad prompt. Another prompt is, when was a time you made a gift for a parent, or when you, as a parent, received a homemade gift from a child? And or you could just write more broadly about giving and receiving gifts and what it's like for you. And if you like, here are some words: envelope, braid, bones, strand, gift, and send. Now you have some time to write. And as always, I invite you to remember that first thought, best thought. Just let whatever comes at the top be where you start. And if you have trouble starting, you can always start with, um, I'm having trouble writing. Sometimes it helps to write that over and over again until something else comes. But get your pen moving, get your fingers moving on the typewriter, and don't forget to breathe as you write. There's about a minute left. Keep writing. All right. That is the end of our time for writing. So bring whatever you've written to a close. For now, you can always go back and revise if that's what you're called to do, or you can just appreciate what you've written and let it stand. And just as an extra facet of this special Resilient Spirit Journal Jumpstart, let me read what came to me as we wrote together. Here's how I began. This poem was a gift my father gave me when he read it to my sisters and I from this very same book. How many years ago, I don't know. We were all adults, some already with children of our own. We were sitting around together, and I recall Dad's joyful tone of voice as he read the poem. He could hardly keep from laughing, and his laughter tugged ours until we were practically crying at the sheer absurdity of the Lanyard. Now the poem weaves this memory into the strands of its meaning, sending me back to our laughter, making me smile even now, 8 years since I inherited Dad's poetry book, 8 years since I last heard him laugh. But he's here in my bones, in my own voice now. And the poem is a message to envelop me with his warmth and humor across time and space, twined together like a lanyard. Well, thank you for receiving this gift that I'm passing on today of this journal jumpstart of Billy Collins' poem and of my family's story and connection to this poem. I hope that this blesses you and gives you an opportunity to pause and take some time to connect with your own story. I wish you well, and I look forward to the next time that we meet. Peace.